was saying about politics. And that word is, politics creates the problem, but politics is the only way to resolve the problem. So people have to come together in good faith and identify the problem and then deal with it for the benefit for everybody concerned. Otherwise, we have divisive policies, we have divisive politics, and it tears a nation state and the society apart. That's the only moralizing I'll do right now, though you'll be subjected to some more later, probably. What I wanted to do is briefly, and briefly is very difficult for an academician, but very briefly say something about the book. It's already been pointed out that this book has two sections. One is analytical, that are nationwide, and that's 6 chapters. And then we have 14 chapters with individual state studies dealing with politics in all parts of India. And this book has more concentration in South India with a terrific chapter on Kerala and the Tamil Nadu chapter. And one fact that came out, for example, is the BJP did not win one seat in Andhra or Kerala or Tamil Nadu, which was very interesting because they had a couple seats there, and Amit Shah had a plan of beginning, if only slowly, to develop the BJP in that area. So India is very complex, as we all know, and this book tries to deal with that complexity. Oh, I forgot to mention, in addition to the 20 chapters, there's a world-class introduction, which I wrote, of course. My intent in that introduction was to weave a narrative in which I mentioned particular contributions of each chapter. Now that's very handy for the journalists because they don't have to read the book. They could just cite some of these. That is used in that way, I'm sure. But the point is to give credit to the contributors, each of whom is a specialist on his or her subject. And they're the ones who have done the book. I did the Babu part of the book and putting it together and pushing each of the individual contributors to limit the size. For academics, to limit the size of their contribution is very difficult. So I'm a slasher when it's necessary. And it worked. The chapters are each about 4,000 words long. They deal with the particularities of that individual subject that they're dealing with, and they do it with the expertise of experience and professionalism that they developed over time.
I'll make a few observations, not based on the book itself, but on the subject. The 2019 election and its results have been discussed over here. I only want to point out that this was not something which happened overnight or just a flash in the pan. We must remember that the party, as the BJP, as backed by the mother organization, the RSS, had been preparing for this day for the last at least 50 to 60 years. A lot of work went into this result of 2019. Leaving alone the other factors which contributed, the role of the opposition parties and their organization or disorganization, the national situation or the economic situation, leaving all those factors aside. But the fact is that these organizations were preparing for this day for a very long time.